Welcome, Yash.
Thank you, sir.
You're looking fresh from all that success, which is only a few months ago. It's just incredible. I remember interviewing you a few months ago when the film was released. And my son caught the video. My son used to live in Karnataka at the time. He knows a bit of Kannada as well. And he said, "You've got Yash on the channel. He's the biggest star at the moment that the film industry has." He says there are taxi drivers and auto rickshaw drivers who are wearing Rocky Bhai t-shirts and saying, "We want to be Rocky Bhai." Did you ever expect in your wildest imagination just how big KGF would become? Or was it something that you were not certain about?
Good evening, everyone. If it doesn't sound arrogant, I really wanted this to happen and I kind of visualized it every day in my life. I very badly wanted this to happen. So I always tell people, if somebody asks me, how do you feel? I said, now I don't have anything to explain because this day I was living like few years ago or few 5-6 years ago, I was feeling this day, this kind of success. So I've lived this moment back then. So now it doesn't, affect much to me. So I'm thinking ahead now.
We'll come to what you're thinking ahead, but just the scale of what you achieved, just the scale of what happened to a Kannada film, which sort of in every language that it was dubbed into has become a mega hit. Did the scale surprise you at some stage?
Yeah, it is actually, it surprised a lot of people. But the point here is, India is a country which has got huge potential. I feel whatever we are talking, whatever we are celebrating today, is just fraction of what we all can do. So, India today. So today we can celebrate this, but I feel India has much more to offer. That is where we should be looking at, rather than thinking that today there is some miracle happening, but this is long pending thing, I think, which took a lot of time for us to realize that there is potential. If we all come together, the cinema industry can have this kind of capacity. I think for me, I always feel that this is around 5% maximum we have tapped our potential, 5 or 10%. There is much more to do when we look at West or when we look at the possibilities of cinema itself, entertainment itself. I think a lot more we can expect from this generation.
But when you say just a fraction of what the future holds, until now, the kind of applause, the kind of showstoppers were Hindi cinema or Bollywood. And we are in the city of Bollywood. Along comes a Kannada cinema actor who transforms the entire economics of the industry post-COVID and transforms the image of the angry young man. And it seems as if Southern cinema at the moment in particular has taken over, whether it's RRR, Bahubali, Pushpa. It seems that the dreams are really being woven down south. What is it about suddenly about South cinema? We'll come to Kannada later, but just South itself, which is changing these dynamics. You're producing blockbuster after blockbuster.
See, I feel it's just that 10 years ago, the dubbing film started coming, or a few years ago, dubbed film were becoming very popular here. But initially, they all started watching it with different opinion. People used to make fun of South films. It was just like, South ka film, some channel pe aa raha hai, and they were like, ye kya action hai, ud raha hai sab. That's how it started. But eventually, I know they got hooked on to that. They started understanding that art form, and the problem with that was, our films were sold at a bare minimal price, and people used to do bad quality dubbing, and it used to be presented in a bad way with funny names. Sometimes, if I travel here, when I'm traveling to north of India, a lot of people call me with some other names, which I'll be wondering, which name is this? Some people call me, "Hi Rambo sir." I'm like, what is this Rambo? somebody even told the Great Lion. I said, what is this Great Lion? Then all my old films were dubbed. So people started becoming familiar with our films and our actors. It's just that it was one proper move we wanted to make. It was long pending. I think Rajamouli sir, the credit should go to Rajamouli sir. It's not just KGF or any other film. He started. Before that, I think many people tried. If you have to break a rock, they say it is not just that one break. It's continuous effort. A lot of people have done that, but Bahubali, I think, made an impact. After that, KGF was done with a different intention. Telugu industry had a lot of hits, like Rajamouli sir's Ega, or so many other films had made a mark in Hindi also. But Kannada industry, I think what KGF got into the industry is, our intention of making KGF was not to intimidate. It was to inspire that anybody with bare minimal budget when compared to other films, KGF 1 was done with a minimal budget, can go out and achieve. That was the thing. And now people have started noticing South films. So they're curious. So whatever is happening in South, it's straight away people are following it, and that's why it's working. Before it used to have a different kind of budget for us to come and market here. I don't know, for some reason, because of all this digital revolution, people are connected. So it's becoming easier. I think time was right about it. That's